a turn, possibly 3 times a turn, depending on the amount of green sources and cycle land. Well, mostly green sources we get into play. He's using Life Alone, which has dredge. In order, Life Alone says return 3 target land from your graveyard to your hand, and it has the ability dredge, which says instead of drawing a card, you can return Life Alone to your hand and mill yourself basically for the top 3 cards of your library. So it's a self-sustaining engine in this 43 land deck.
Wasteland's going to get a tropical island.
And we're probably going to, do we have a cycle land to bring back our Life Alone during this turn?
Barbarian Ring just decides to shoot a curse catcher,
And we're going to cycle the cycle land.
Yeah.
Cycle land, bring back Loam, which Loam is going to get the Wasteland back.
Playing main deck Crucible.
I like his list already. It looks like James has the artifact package because there is also an Engineered Explosives main deck. So you'd have to expect that there's blue sources which are in play and a Academy runes.
Okay. Which version do you like more? I think I've seen more of the non-blue version.
I think the blue version has become the more popular one because Intuition is basically it's very powerful in the deck. You basically get to pick 3 cards that all become relevant in your game plan because 2 go to the graveyard, 1 goes to your hand, but the ones that go to the graveyard gets returned.
You done after that?
Let's see, what's Tarmogoyf?
Figuring out how big Tarmogoyf is right now.
4 or 5, I think. Sorcery, enchantment, land creature. You have an artifact, Crucible, so 5/6.
Tarmogoyf is a 5/6.
Actually, Tarmogoyf may be able to get some damage in, barring chump blocks from an Nantuku Monastery. Usually the 43 land deck has quite a few land to neutralize attack steps.
Yeah.
Maze of Ith and Tabernacle of Pendrevale.
So fetch is here. Brings James down to 15. James, Jimmy, Jim.
Still 5/6, right?
The boy wonder. He doesn't have Tabernacle because he didn't buy him.
Really? Does he not have Tabernacles?
I haven't seen his list, but
Wait for 2.
Could be. Tabernacles are $200.
So Barbarian Ring plus First Striking Monastery gets rid of Goyf. And Curse Catcher comes in for a startling 3. 2.
I'm very impressed with James's play. Really solid. He doesn't seem to be affected by being live on the internet. Monastery has First Strike, so it does not die.
Back.
Yeah, Barbarian Ring. If you're the Merfolk player, do you just start packing it up now? Unless you haven't played against this deck, you might want to just learn.
No, you could see some more information. Yeah. The last dredge from that Life Alone was Gamble, Misty, Rainforest, and Mox Diamond.
There you go. And Merfolk scoops it up. James is up a game.
Where'd my deck box go?
Oh, James looking for his deck box. And he finds it. Hard to
real-
sideboard without that deck box.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of sideboarding that needs to be done unless you suspect back to basics from the Merfolk player.
I feel like if I was the land deck, I'm always bringing in my Croson Grips.
Yeah, it's pretty safe just to bring in 3 Croson Grips blindly because most of the sideboard options that are going to come in against you are going to be in the form of probably artifacts with activation abilities or a couple enchantments like Leyline of the Void. But back to basics is definitely the killer card that is in most stock Merfolk lists or fish lists.
So our viewers out there, how many viewers do we currently have in this room? We can't see it currently.
No, it says right there.
Oh, there it is.
We have 775 members in the chat room.
All right.
I'm not sure what that actually equates to as far as the viewing number on the bottom of the viewer.
All right, in the bottom of the viewer it says we have 810.
Hey, so I guess it counts people watching who aren't in the chat room. I still don't know how these numbers work on Ustream. It's hard to tell. It's all if you look in 3 different places, you'll get 3 different numbers.
So 800, we'll say 800 viewers, 800 plus viewers. Thank you all for watching. Enjoying this 5K Legacy portion at the Dallas Fort Worth.
And actually, this
weekend.
this Merfolk deck also has non-basics, so maybe because I haven't seen back to basics yet. Maybe we don't have back to basics in Kevin's deck.
But he probably still has the typical graveyard hate because everyone expects John.
Right.
I mean, John Dredge. Dredge.
Okay, so it looks like we're bringing in Submerges. Oh no, we're not bringing those in.
Okay.
Those are left. This is the cards we're not playing in our sideboard, so we didn't get a good chance to see what was bringing in.
Like, huh? Submerges?
Right, but James is bringing in Croson Grips, so that's pretty much straightforward.
I meant Dredge.
Kevin's quickly boarding in a couple of spell pierces to up the turn 1 counterspell count, and it's taking out the standstills, which are really bad against 43 land.
43 land. They play like 2. Oh, they got the Loams, I guess, that they play often, but it's still not that great.
Doesn't matter. But Kevin does bring in graveyard removal in the form of a couple of crypts and a few Ravenous traps.
All right.
Play draw.
Haven't had a chance to play against Merfolk or fish decks with 43 land. I'd have to imagine that the version with non-basics, with more non-basics, because you're running Tropicals for Tarmogoyf, it's a easier matchup because just being able to wasteland, recur wastelands, and keep the meta count down with playing Tabernacles and Maze If makes it a lot easier than staring at basic island and not being able to interact with it, aside from Rashad and Port. Mm-hmm. Thanks for agreeing with me. And for thinking I'm very funny.
Rashad is a comedian.
I don't try to be.
He's also a dancer. If you guys missed earlier, people who requested Rashad to dance, he was dancing earlier. You can check out one of Bill Sark's videos that he posted earlier while he was talking. Who was he talking to at the time? He's just going to make people search.
Ooh. Parentheses, fox parentheses. Does that make like a little picture of a fox? I'm watching in the IRC chat, in the IRC window, so I don't actually have the flash screen up.
Richard. Is that your new name? Richard. Richard?